Alright, so I just wanted to get out of the way. The only reason I'm making this video is simply just because I feel like it. It's just a rant. This is just my opinion. If you like Jurassic Blocky, I completely respect that. I'm not making my kind of ranty review on this game to basically say don't play this game. I still understand why people enjoy it. Even I enjoy it a little bit. I've made several videos on this game, for God's sake. So I still have fun. It's just, there's problems. I'm not a big fan of this game, and the reason I play it is because I feel like it makes good video entertainment, and don't get me wrong, that's not me saying I never enjoyed playing it. I actually don't mind making videos on it. If anything, it's one of the easier things I've made videos on, but it still had its big problems that, I have struggled to get over. Now, most of it has came from around the time the Rebirth update came out, and I'm aware a lot has changed since the Rebirth map and all that, but I thought that I'd still mention it in this review. I made a post saying all of my problems with Jurassic Blocky, but that's probably, like, not everyone will probably see that, so just to see if I can get any, like, new viewers or, like, any cool opinions, I thought I'd make it as a video, because why not? Now, the background's not very exciting, it's just a couple clips of me playing the game. It'll probably repeat. I didn't really want to make a well-edited video, I just wanted to make a little ranty video, because, you know, why not, and also, I have a week off school, so I'm just going to try post at least once or twice a day. I think that sounds good. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe, and once again, the devs worked really hard on this game, and I still respect them heavily. Like, like, if I made a game and I got a bad review on YouTube, I would, like, don't get me wrong, I'd be like, oh, what a shame, but, like, I would respect it. Like, the devs still put a lot of effort into this game, and it's easy to tell. I'm just reviewing my thoughts on it as of recently, and if you disagree, that's fine. Anyways, let's get started. Problem number one is, I remember I used to crash out playing Jurassic Blocky back in October because of the D-Rex update. Now, controversial, I think the game got worse when the D-Rex was released. I'm not saying the D-Rex is bad, like, it's honestly kind of makes me sad to even say, because, like, it's such a cool character. Like, I think its design is so cool, and when I say it ruined the game a little bit, I don't mean it as in I wish it never got added. Like, don't get me wrong, like, what I mean by that is I wish it wasn't as strong as it is. Like, unless you're, like, teaming, which no one likes teamers, but let's just say, like, if you're gonna go against this guy, unless you're a Yeti Trike or a Sauropod, you're most likely gonna lose. This guy is OP, and I feel like every time a D-Rex is about, teaming gets out of hand, and there's just a lot of, like, hangout servers. Like, I feel like the D-Rex is like the host to hangout servers. Like, I feel like I've seen several D-Rexes teaming with smaller dinosaurs. Like, it's really annoying. I actually preferred the game prior to the D-Rex release, because I got very unlucky. I didn't actually really start playing Blocky until October 19th of 2025. Now, out of coincidence, I was starting to actually properly grind the game about a day before the update's release, and on October 19th, I was very lucky to do that, because it was actually my last chance. Because admittedly, besides that one day where I actually chose to work hard on getting some coins, I usually use Robux to get dinosaurs, and I'll explain why that is later. But I started grinding on October 19th, and yeah, it was kind of easy, actually. I managed to get a couple kills. I managed to kill a few Giganotosaurs as an Allosaurus, so that was kind of impressive. And I just did kind of well in general. I remember, I think I got up to about 6k coins, and I was like, wow, that was quite impressive. So the next day I bought some stuff, and I finally thought I was going to have fun, because I had OP dinos like T-Rex and Spino, so I was going to be, like, dominating the Jurassic Blocky map, until I got very unlucky the day after, the day I was going to buy them. The day after, the D-Rex came out, and I felt like an Allosaurus again, because an even stronger dinosaur got added to the game, and most people were playing as it. I found it very unenjoyable. I thought it was kind of cool at first, but within, like, half an hour of playing it, I started to dislike it, and I was like, I wish I got to know Jurassic Blocky, like, a few months earlier, because this isn't going too well. And yeah, so it's safe to say, I think the D-Rex made the game worse. in my opinion. I at least wish he got a little bit nerfed, or like characters like Indom or Giga had like a slight chance at beating it. Like, don't get me wrong, if you're really good at the game, a Gig can definitely still beat a D-Rex. It depends on the player. Like, it's still possible, it's just extremely difficult. And like, a challenge is a good thing for a game, but not in this case. It's just kind of annoying. So yeah, I don't really like the D-Rex, but I understand if other people do. And my next problem is going to be the Rebirth map. Now, don't get me wrong, as of currently, I think the Rebirth map is gone now. Like, we're getting brand new maps. But I will say the Rebirth map was a bad time period. Like, a lot of people loved it, but I thought it was just most extremely overrated. I didn't like the layout. It was a very nice looking layout, don't get me wrong. Like, it had a nice look, but it wasn't fun to play in. And there was one specific area, being the arena. Like, that was the main area, that's where everyone went. And there's one thing that I hated about the Rebirth map update, and that was the fact that the game didn't feel like a fun PvP game anymore. Like, instead it just felt like waiting for the D-Rex to spawn for like half an hour. I'd go to the main area, if I attack one player, team done. Everyone hates me. Yeah, it didn't feel like a PvP game. Unlike games like Fallen Ashes, where it consistently remains a fun game where you can fight other dinosaurs, Jurassic Blocky, you can run into hangout servers, teamer servers, just servers that don't do anything, and not only that, yeah, it's just not really enjoyable. I wasn't a big fan of this update, I remember, and for the old map, when I first played Jurassic Blocky, on my very first video, I liked that map because it was simple. The Rebirth map was unlikable, in my personal opinion, because the arena was like, once you're in, you can't get out. And aside the fact that it could resolve the problems with players running away from you, aside that, it was bad. I didn't like how you had barely any space. Like, it felt really claustrophobic, and like, it was very easy to get into other dinosaurs' way. It wasn't very nice. And the obvious problem is the unbearable level of teaming. Now, Jurassic Blocky has a problem with teamers, and there's no denying that. Like I said earlier, most Jurassic Blocky servers can completely turn into hangout servers, and it's just not likable, and a lot of players just team up. It's not nice, man. I don't like it at all. I honestly... And my last problem, I think, is simply just the fact that the gameplay is just difficult in general. Now, prior to the D-Rex update, the gameplay was alright, but as soon as the D-Rex update came out, it is physically impossible to grind dino coins and get new dinosaurs. Now, I feel bad for people who joined Jurassic Blocky around the D-Rex update, because if you're a Gallimimus during the D-Rex update, you are, unless you're like extremely good at the game, you are not going to have a fun time. It's going to be physically impossible, like nearly physically impossible. Now, you won't be getting the D-Rex unless you actually successfully get stronger dinosaurs, which is, that alone is quite difficult to do. Because to beat the D-Rex boss, like to get the D-Rex, you need to be the person that took the highest amount of damage while fighting the D-Rex boss, like the one that hurt the D-Rex the most out of every dinosaur in the arena. So if you got second or below, you still don't get access to the D-Rex, I don't think. I think you actually have to be the highest on the leaderboard. So that sucks. And if you're a Gallimimus during the D-Rex update, unless you collect Amber, but let me tell you this, Amber doesn't actually help you. Like, Amber gives you like 50 coins or something like that. It's useless. Like, I'm still happy to see it, don't get me wrong, but it's useless. It won't really get you that far. But yeah, you can't really fight D-Rexes without dying, and not only that, it's just difficult. Like, I hate, like, don't get me wrong, with games like Kaiju Universe, like, Kaiju Universe doesn't really exist anymore. Like, it's on Roblox, but it's not the same anymore. Back in, like, 2023, as you guys know, I used to play Kaiju Universe a lot, which was a very, like, the most popular Godzilla game around the time. And it was great fun, but something I respected is you could get points to get better kaijus throughout doing multiple things, such as doing missions, destroying buildings, and fighting kaijus. In Blocky, the only way you can get coins is by killing other dinosaurs, and if you're like a Gallimimus or something like that, that's going to be near impossible. The grinding process is so slow, and I would honestly wouldn't be surprised if several people gave up during the grinding process of the game. I wish Blocky made it so that you could get coins from multiple things, because the grinding process is an absolute pain. It's not an enjoyable game. If we're talking you're like a starter player. Like, for me, the game is just okay, but that's only because I have decent dinosaurs, but even then, it'll be like, I can still see myself getting D-Rex one day, but it'll be a while. Also speaking, I don't really play the game very much unless I'm filming, because like I get kind of bored quickly. I'd recommend games like Fallen Ashes, because like the graphics in that game are peak, and it's getting really good updates. It has potential, and while it's relatively simple, like it gets quite repetitive, like it's still a consistently fun game, and the dinosaur mechanics are way more fun. Jurassic Blocky, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I hate the game, like I've made videos on it for a reason, and there still will be in the future. I just wanted to make a full-on rant video on the game, because it's overrated. Like, a lot of people say it's the best dinosaur game. Don't get me wrong, I respect their opinion, but there's better. There's better. Jurassic Blocky is not a terrible game, but it's definitely got huge flaws. I hope that there's something that makes the game better, in my personal opinion.